Welcome to History to Sleep, where we drift through time together, exploring the beauty, tragedy, and wonder of our world's forgotten stories. Tonight, we travel back nearly 2,000 years to a warm summer evening on the Bay of Naples, to a place that once pulsed with laughter, music, and life. A place frozen forever in its final breath, the city of Pompeii. So, settle in, close your eyes, and let's step softly through the cobbled streets. One night before the ashes fell. It's late August, in the year 79 AD. The sun has just begun to sink behind Mount Vesuvius, a tall, green mountain that looks peaceful, almost sleepy. In the distance, waves lap gently against the docks. The air smells faintly of salt, olive oil, and baked bread cooling on windowsills. Pompeii is alive. Street vendors call out their last sales of the day. Baskets of figs, honey, and garum, the city's beloved fish sauce. Children chase each other through narrow alleys, their laughter echoing between the stone walls. Somewhere nearby, a blacksmith's hammer rings, steady and rhythmic. And above it all, the faint hum of conversation rises from the bathhouses, where friends relax after a long day's work. The people of Pompeii have no idea that in less than 24 hours, everything they know will vanish. Pompeii was no small village. By Roman standards, it was a thriving resort city, home to around 11,000 people. It sat on a fertile plain, blessed by volcanic soil that grew grapes, olives, and wheat in abundance. Wealthy Romans came here to escape the noise of Rome itself, to enjoy theatre, fine food, and the sea breeze. Walk through the Forum, and you'd see marble statues, fountains, and temples to Jupiter, Venus, and Apollo. Shops lined the streets, bakers, winemakers, and even fast food stalls called thermopolia, where workers could grab a quick bowl of stew before heading home. Life was good. The city felt eternal, as if nothing could touch it, not even the mountain that towered above it. But there had been signs, small tremors, some strong enough to rattle jars off shelves or crack a wall. Citizens often shrugged them off. Pompeii had experienced a devastating earthquake 17 years earlier, in 62 AD, and rebuilding had been part of life ever since. No one suspected that Vesuvius was not just a mountain, it was a sleeping giant. The poet Pliny the Younger, who lived across the bay, would later describe how his uncle, Pliny the Elder, studied the strange smoke rising from the mountain in those days before the disaster. Locals saw faint tremors, animals behaving oddly, and a warm, metallic smell in the air. Still, life went on. As night fell, the streets glowed with the flicker of oil lamps. In the taverns, sailors drank cheap wine, dice clattered on wooden tables, and laughter spilled into the streets. Families gathered in courtyards, eating figs and cheese under the stars. A group of musicians tuned their lyres in the plaza, while couples strolled arm in arm, enjoying the soft summer air. To the north, over the dark ridge of Vesuvius, a few noticed an orange shimmer, like heat lightning. But the sky was clear, and the people of Pompeii, tired and content, went to bed. At dawn, on August 24th, 79 AD, Vesuvius woke. Without warning, a thunderous roar split the sky. The mountain's peak exploded, sending a column of ash and smoke miles high. The sound could be heard as far away as Misenum across the bay. Ash began to fall like snow over Pompeii, first soft, then thicker, darker. People ran into the streets, covering their mouths with cloth, looking up in disbelief. Some tried to flee, gathering family and valuables, heading toward the city gates. Others sought shelter in their homes, believing the storm would pass. But the storm did not pass. It grew. For hours, ash and pumice rained down, collapsing roofs and filling courtyards. The city darkened, the air thick with dust. Day turned to night. Only flashes of lightning illuminated the chaos. By the next morning, much of Pompeii was buried, but Vesuvius had one last breath to release. A surge of superheated gas and ash, a pyroclastic flow, raced down the mountain at unimaginable speed. It swallowed everything in its path. Those who remained were caught in an instant, their final moments preserved for eternity. When the eruption finally ended, Pompeii had vanished beneath more than 15 feet of ash and debris. For centuries, the world forgot it existed. Vesuvius slept again. Farmers ploughed the fields above the buried city, unaware that entire streets, homes, paintings, even loaves of bread, lay perfectly sealed below. It wasn't until 1748 that Pompeii was rediscovered. Archaeologists unearthed frescoes, mosaics, and human forms, voids left in the ash where bodies had once lain. By pouring plaster into these spaces, they revealed the shapes of men, women, and children, frozen in time. Some lay as if asleep, others reaching for loved ones. A few still clutching the jewelry or coins they tried to save. Each cast told a silent story of that final night. Today, walking through the ruins of Pompeii feels like stepping into a paused moment. You can see wine shops still stocked with amphorae, a dog forever curled near a doorway, frescoes of gardens, gods, and myths bright as the day they were painted. The eruption that destroyed Pompeii also preserved it, giving us one of the most intimate glimpses into daily life in the ancient world. Every wall, every mosaic, every footprint in the ash whispers the same thing. That life, no matter how small or grand, is fragile, and that sometimes history survives not in victory or glory, but in stillness. Imagine for a moment, standing there, the air warm and heavy with the scent of ash and salt. You look toward the mountain, now quiet again. The city around you is gone, but its memory lingers in every stone, every silent street, every preserved heartbeat of time. Pompeii's story is not one of loss alone. It's a reminder that even in destruction, beauty endures, and the echoes of life never truly fade. Thank you for joining me tonight on History to Sleep. If you found peace in this journey through time, consider leaving a like and subscribing, so we can wander again through the past, softly and slowly. Until next time, sleep well, and may history keep you dreaming.